You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. And be sure to smash that like button. So while we are inching closer to regional baseball, the SEC spring meetings have become the epicenter of the college football world as Greg Sankey, the athletic directors, the head coaches, they're all there at the Hilton Sandestin for the SEC spring meetings, and that is where on Wednesday we found LSU coach Brian Kelly. And so the biggest topic of the day is the future of SEC football scheduling, but we'll get to that later. The immediacy of 2025 for LSU is what I think everyone here is certainly concerned with. And it was interesting because Brian Kelly was asked in a media scrum with several reporters around him about this portal class. And remember, one of my contentions, if you've been here, is that collectively the college football world is sleeping on LSU. And this isn't sunshine pumping LSU guy, rah-rah, Cole, poosh for the home team. You all know that about me. But I do believe in the same way that if I went around and polled all of you, LSU fans, and said, hey, who did Georgia add in the portal this year? Who was the best player Ohio State added in the portal this year?
I don't know.
Yeah. Any idea who Texas added in the portal this year?
No.
And they're in the SEC.
Yeah, they are.
Point is, we know, because we've been talking about these guys since December. We know. Nobody else knows. Like, they'll know when they need to know. When you get your Phil Steele magazine and you start really deep diving into the season, and when you get to SEC media days and you start filling out the pre-conference, all conference, preseason, all conference teams, that's when they'll start to figure it out. We know now. We have the competitive advantage of knowing what they went and bought. And what they bought is the best roster Brian Kelly's ever had. And Brian Kelly, though, was asked in this scrum. So again, this is where you're going to starting to peel back the layers. Brian Kelly was asked what led to this portal aggression. A year ago, you signed 9. Signed 9 out of the portal a year ago. This year, you signed 18. What led to it?
Well, you can't be aggressive in the portal if you don't have the money to be aggressive in the portal.
Stop it! What did he say again? What did he say?
Well, you can't be aggressive in the portal if you don't have the money to be aggressive in the portal.
Oh, you can't be aggressive in the portal if you don't have the money to be aggressive in the portal. Well, that's interesting. Because remember, last year at this time, it was the end of spring ball, spring portal cycle. LSU needed defensive tackle help. There was Dominic Williams. There was Simeon Barrow. Nailed it. Gonna be a good day, Muse. Gonna be a good day. And remember what Brian Kelly said a year ago?
We're not in the market of buying players. And unfortunately, right now, that's what some guys are looking for.
That's fine. That's all. 1 year ago, we're not in the market of buying players. Now they go and buy the best portal class ever. And here's a Brian Kelly. Let's hear the full anecdote here, Muse.
Well, you can't be aggressive in the portal if you don't have the money to be aggressive in the portal. I will say this. The first thing was culture. We needed to establish within our program standards, habits. We needed to have that foundation before you start bringing in a lot of people from other programs. Then it was a commitment to raising dollars for NIL. I had $1 million gift to that, and we had 1,600 of our supporters answer that with some kind of donation. So we got great support there. That allowed us then, because of the timing of building a culture and then the support, we could get really aggressive in the portal.
Timing and building the culture and mostly the money. But timing and the money. Remember I gave $1 million? Money. The truth shall set you free. I think that's in the Bible. Isn't that in the Bible? And the truth shall set you free? I don't know. It might be. Can you look that up for me, Muse? I know you're not a very good Catholic. You only sometimes go to church.
Don't do this.
You don't read the
Stop it.
Bible.
It's not true.
Look that up for me, Muse. And the truth shall set you free. See where that's from. The origins of "and the truth shall set you free." Over there doing your weed brownies and whatnot. Not that there's anything wrong with that. What you got?
John chapter 8, verse 32.
What's the full verse?
The full verse. Well, that's the wrong thing to click on. I apologize for that.
It's not even 420 yet.
No, here it is. Got it right here.
Got it. Here we go.
So Jesus said to the Jews who had believed him, if you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free.
And the truth shall set you free, Brian Kelly. I think we all get it. And you want to know what Brian Kelly's approach is going to be? That's one thing I've asked. What's Brian Kelly's approach going to be building a roster moving forward? He just told you the answer. By the way, he did acknowledge, yes, this is the best team that he's had, and they are close.
This is the best roster we've put together since I've been at LSU. And it takes time to put the roster together. Nobody has time for that. I get that. But we've developed our players, younger players in our program. We've taken some licks because of it. And we added some veteran players. So my eye is that this is the best roster we had. Now we got to go prove it.
It takes time. You hear that, Muse? It takes time. Nobody has time for it, but it takes time to build a great roster.
I heard him.
You know what else it takes?
What else does it take?
Money!
Yeah, it does.
One more from, I tell you, there are guys on this roster that they've developed. Garrett Nussmeier, chief among them. And we could go down the list of other players. You're going to have 2 bookend tackles this year who you recruited and developed in Weston Davis and Tyree Adams. There are players like Harold Perkins and players like Whit Weeks and Ashton Stamps and guys who have, Caden Durham, guys who have been in your program. Trey'Dez Green, who you recruited, developed, and that will be impactful players. So I'm not trying to be completely dismissive of that. You still have to recruit well at the high school level, and you have to get guys in and retain your roster and develop your roster. That's true. But you are seeing when presented with the option of buying a roster, when you had the money to do it, you went and did it. It's very clear what the solution is. Achieving the means to that solution is the challenging part. But they are here. In any event, this is what Brian Kelly had to say about Garrett Nussmeier.
Look, he's a talented player. I think he showed it on the field. There was some hiccups during his first year as a starter, but I think everybody has those. I think he learned from that. He's better from it. I think he's going to have an outstanding year. He'll need to have an outstanding year for us to be in the playoffs.
That is a fact. But I would submit to you that if Garrett Nussmeier matches what he did a season ago, if he throws for 4,000 yards and 20-some-odd touchdowns, LSU will be plenty good enough to be a playoff team. You got to be better in the red zone. You got to keep improving defensively. But if you have a 4,000-yard passer, you will be plenty good enough to be in the college football playoff. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.